Okay students, good morning everyone. Good morning. Yes, very good morning. So welcome back to our science class. Okay, see here we will start our term 1 syllabus as we have completed PT1, means chapter 1, chapter 2 we have already completed. So we will start the term 1 syllabus. Remember, term 1 includes PT1, so PT1 chapters is also included in term 1. So we will start from chapter 3 as it is in the term 1 syllabus. We will start from chapter 3. Yes, all of you are ready now? Yes or no? Okay, so I will start your term 1 syllabus. It is chapter number 3, safety and first aid. Safety and first aid. Okay, all of you are ready now? Yes? Yes or no? Ajak, can you see the board? All of you can see the board? Yes, yes. Good morning, very good morning. Yes, now you can see me. Supratik, can you see me now? Okay. See here, we will start. Don't change your settings. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Yes or no? Children, you can hear me? Yes? Other children can hear me? Yes? Okay. Okay, so let us start from safety and first aid. So first, before starting the chapter, what question first comes in your mind? Question number 1, what are safety rules? First question, what comes in our mind? Yes, it is, what are safety rules? No need of writing this one, just hear it, okay? No need of writing, just hear what I am telling. Okay, so what are safety rules? Safety rules are the rules that are to be followed everywhere, anytime. Everywhere and anytime to keep ourselves safe and so that accident cannot occur. So these are the safety rules. Safety rules means rules that are to be followed everywhere, anytime, that helps to keep ourselves safe and accidents will not occur. Okay, then another question what comes in, why do accidents occur? Why do accidents occur? You can tell me why do accidents occur? Yes, accidents occur due to our carelessness. If you are not careful while you are playing in the playground, or you are walking on the road, or you are anywhere in the school, in the classroom, if you are not aware, if you are not careful, accidents will occur. And accidents also occur due to our carelessness and if we do not follow the safety rules. Okay. So let us start. It is page number 17. Follow page number 17. Yes, all of you follow page number 17. Accidents may occur anytime, anywhere without giving any warning. Yes, accidents can occur anytime, anywhere without giving any warning. We often get hurt at home, in school, in the playground or on the road. Most of the accidents occur due to our carelessness. Yes, you can underline there, underline with the pencil. Most of the accidents occur due to our carelessness. We should follow safety rules to avoid accidents. Yes, I have told you the question, why do accidents occur? Accidents occur due to our carelessness and if we do not follow the safety rules. So, these are the answer. Now, safety rules to be followed at home. What safety rules you should follow at home? Sleeping on the floor. Yes, in the at home you can get sleep on the floor. If some water has fallen there, if the oil is spilled there, okay, you can fall down. You may slip over it and fall down. So, what are the safety measures you should take so that accidents will not occur at home due to sleeping on the floor? A wet floor is dangerous and can harm you. Yes, a wet floor is always dangerous and can harm us. You may slip or fall on the wet floor easily. To avoid such accidents, we should follow these safety rules. So, to avoid such accidents, we should follow these safety rules. So, we are doing the safety rules to be followed at home. We are learning this one, safety rules we should be followed at home. So, sleeping on the floor, so what to avoid sleeping on the floor, or so if you sleep on the floor you may get hurt, your leg can break, okay, your hand can break. So, what safety rules you should follow? Number one, keep the floor dry. Yes, the floor should be always to be kept dry. Number two, floors of the kitchen and the bathroom should not be slippery. Yes, floors of the kitchen and the bathroom should not be slippery. Number three, never leave your toys on the floor or the stairs. You may trip over them. Okay, so if you are playing with your toys, okay, playing with the toys, so what should be done? After your playing is over, after you have finished your playing, you should keep your toys, everything in the proper place. If it is not kept, so accidents can also occur. Okay, if it is scattered here and there, so it is always, you should always remember to keep your things, keep your toys after playing is over, to keep in the proper place. So, never leave your toys on the floors or the stairs, you may trip over them. See the picture, see the picture. Sir, see the picture. 4 oak. Okay, so all of you are following the class? Yes? Yes or no? Okay. Any problem? Any problem, anyone? Okay. See here, see the picture. You follow page number 17 in your book, see the picture, the boy, the toys are scattered here and there, the boy is tripping over the toys and he is falling down. Okay, so it should not be done. You should, after your playing is over, you should keep your toys in the proper place. Now, fire in the kitchen. Yes, accidents can also happen due to fire in the kitchen. So, what are the safety rules you should keep in mind, or you should follow safety rules in the kitchen? Accidents due to fire in the kitchen can cause serious injury. Yes, to avoid such accidents, we should follow these safety rules. Always remember, if there is fire, if by chance there is a fire in the kitchen, accidents that can be very fatal. So, and it will leads to very serious injury. Okay, to avoid such accidents, we should follow these some of these safety rules. So, what are the safety rules which we followed? Number one, in case of gas leakage, open the doors and windows. Yes, always remember, if there is a gas leak, you can smell it. The LPG gas, it smells something foul smell. Okay, you can smell those gases. If gases is coming out, if it is there is a leak in the gases in the cylinder, you should open the doors and windows quickly to let the gas out. Do not light matchsticks or turn on electric switches at the time of gas leak. So when there is gas leakage in the room, in the kitchen, so you should not light matchsticks there or turn on the electric switch. Number two, do not pick up anything from a burning gas stove. Yes, while the burner is on, while the flame is on, you should not pick up anything from the burning gas stove. Number three, do not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen. Okay, very good point this one. You should not wear synthetic clothes, because synthetic clothes catches fire easily. You know, synthetic catches fire easily and it is very fatal. Okay, if it catches fire. So, while cooking the food, cotton clothes to be used for wearing, and then started for cooking the food. Okay, so always wear cotton clothes, never synthetic clothes. Number four, never play with things made up of glass. They can break easily and cause cuts and wounds. Yes, never play with things made of glass. You know, glass can break and cause cuts and wounds. Now, electric shocks. Yes, this is also very fatal. It can happen at home also. So, what are the precautions? What are the safety rules we should follow? Let us see. Electrical appliances are very useful to us, but if you handle them carelessly, they can be dangerous and may give electric shocks. To avoid electric shocks, we should follow these safety rules. So, what are the safety rules? If there is always electric shock, they are very fatal. So, what should we follow? Number one, do not touch any electrical appliance or switch with wet hands or barefoot. Yes, when your hand is wet, do not touch any switches or switchboard with wet hands or barefoot. Okay. Number two, do not go close to heaters or table fan when they are on. Yes, when these electrical appliances is on, suppose like heaters or fans, when they are on, you should not go near them. Turn off the switches before touching them. Yes, if you want to touch it, you just first switch off those appliances, then you can touch. Don't go near them. So, this boy, see the picture at the bottom in the right hand side on page number 17, you can see it. The boy, you should not touch the switches with the wet hands. Do not touch electric sockets. See here. Now, turn to page number 18. Go to page number 18 there. So, other points, electric shocks. Number 3, do not touch a damaged wire. Yes, you should not touch a damaged wire. Damaged wire means, suppose a wire that plastic coating in the wire, in the copper. Okay, copper wire is used, or copper wire or silver wire, that plastic coating, if the plastic coating is out, then you should touch that one. It is a damaged wire. You should contact an electrician. Okay. Then number 4, when someone gets an electric shock or you notice a spark, turn off the main switch immediately. Okay. When someone gets an electric shock, suppose by mistake he has given hands in the electric sockets or with wet hands, suppose he is getting the electric shock, so immediately you should switch off the main switch and switch off the instrument or that electrical appliance. And if you see no sparking there, sparking can also come, you should turn off the main switch immediately. Okay. These safety rules to be followed at home for electric shocks. Now coming to poisoning, yes, this is also poisoning, this is also very important. To avoid poisoning, we should follow these safety rules. So what are the safety rules we should follow to avoid poisoning? Number one, never take any medicine unless your parents or a doctor gives it to you. Remember, never take any medicine by yourself, you are too young now. Okay, you should consult your parents or you should consult the doctor, then you take medicine. Number two, all poisonous chemicals like floor cleaners and detergents should be kept away from children. Yes, remember, all poisonous chemicals like floor cleaners, they are using some poisonous chemical substance in the floor cleaners and also detergent. So you should not touch it or you should not use it. Your parents can use it, elder one. Okay, so it should be kept away from children. Number three, do not eat stale, spoiled and exposed food. Yes, the food which is exposed means the food which is not covered properly. Mosquito, flies can come, flies can sit there, and diseases can be there, germs they are carrying the germs. So you should not eat the exposed food. You also do not eat stale food, means the food which is kept for long time. Suppose the food is made, it is not used today. Okay, it is kept outside, it is not kept in the refrigerator, it is kept outside, you should not eat in the next day, you should throw it out. If it is kept in the refrigerator, it is okay, but that is a stale food, you should not eat stale food or spoiled food, and you should always eat fresh food which is cooked every day. Okay, this stale food or this spoiled food can cause food poisoning. Okay, it can cause food poisoning, you should remember this one. See the picture at the side. Okay, you can see everyone, children, please follow. See the picture at the top right hand side. The boy is touching some poisonous chemicals. Okay, you should not touch that one, because some irritation can also be there. If you just open it, you just fall down in your hand, irritation can come, itching can happen. Okay, you should not touch those things. Now, safety in the playground. Okay, children, can I rub the board now? Yes? Yes or no? Can I rub the board now? I will start the next topic, safety in the playground. Okay, I am rubbing this one. We will start from page number 18, safety rules. Safety rules to be followed in the playground. Now we will talk about playground. Okay, so let us see, we must be very careful while playing. Yes, we must be very careful while playing. We should follow these safety rules in the playground. We should follow these safety rules in the playground. So what are those safety rules we should follow in the playground? Number one, do not push or hit each other while playing. Yes, while you are playing, do not push or hit each other while playing. Number two, do not play rough games. Yes, this is very important. Do not play rough games. Always play fair games. Do not hit, do not bite anyone, do not hit anyone, do not fight. Okay, so always play fair game, not any rough games. Number 3, stay away from the swings when someone is using them. Yes, always stay away from the swings when someone is using them. Number 4, do not jump from the seesaw without informing your partner. Do not jump from the seesaw without informing your partner. Yes, seesaw we are using in the playground, okay, in the playground, in the park also. Two candidates were there. One is sitting in one side, another is sitting in another side. Two partners are there. So you should tell your partner while you are getting down. Okay. Otherwise, you may fall down and get hurt. So these are the safety rules you should follow in the playground. So what are those safety rules? Do not push or hit each other while playing. Number 2, do not play any rough games. Number 3, stay away from the swings when someone is using them. And number 4, do not jump from the seesaw without informing your partner. Now, safety rules to be followed. Yes, any problem, anyone? Are you following? Students, you are following? Yes. Okay, very nice. Now, we will learn about safety rules to be followed in the school. What are the safety rules we should follow in the school? Safety rules to be followed in the school. So, what are the safety rules we should follow in the school? Let us see. Okay. Safety in the school. You please follow page number 18. In school, many accidents happen when children are in hurry. Yes, when you are in a hurry, accidents can happen. So you should not be hurry in anywhere, not alone in school, anywhere in the at home or in the playground, anywhere. So accidents can happen when children are in a hurry. To avoid such accidents, we should follow these safety rules. So to avoid such accidents, we should follow these safety rules. What are the safety rules? Number 1, do not push each other, especially on the stairs. Yes, while you are walking down the stairs, walking up, where we are coming down the stairs and getting up on the stair, you should make line, make a queue while coming down and getting in and coming up. Okay, you should follow the stairs properly and do not push, do not run there, do not push anyone or do not run. Other students, please stop chatting. I can see from here, from the chat box, you are chatting there. Please follow. Rupsha. Okay, don't do that one. Please follow the class. Understood? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. See here. So, in school, many accidents happen when children are in a hurry. To avoid such accident, we should follow these safety rules. Number 1, do not push each other, especially on the stairs. While you are using the stair, you should make a line and get down, or while you are getting up on the stair in the school, you should make line and get up or get down. You should not push anyone, do not run there. Number 2, do not jump on the benches. You should not jump on the benches, you may fall down. Okay. Number 3, do not throw things in the classroom. Do not throw things in the classroom. Okay, this one to be also kept in mind. You should not throw anything in the classroom. It may hurt anyone, anywhere, suppose in the head. Okay, so you should not do these things in the school. See here in the picture there in the right side, of the safety in school. At the right side, see one picture, the boy is jumping on the bench, on the desk. See, it is not correct, it is a very bad habit. Okay, this is not a safety rule. You should not jump there, you may fall down and hurt yourself. So accidents happens anywhere, anytime. If you are in a hurry, it can all happen anywhere, anytime. So to avoid those accidents, you should follow some of the safety rules. These are the safety rules you should follow in the school. Okay. So what are the safety rules? Do not push each other, especially on the stairs. Do not jump on the benches. Do not throw things in the classroom. Okay, now safety rules to be followed on the road. Okay, safety rules to be followed on the road. Please stop chatting, students. Now, next one, safety rules on the road. So, what are the safety rules to be followed on the road? Please see this one, and here please everyone please follow your book, page number 18. Okay, careless driving and carelessness of the pedestrians cause accidents on the road. We should follow these safety rules on the road. So, careless driving and carelessness of the pedestrians, those who are walking on foot, okay, that can cause accidents on the road. So, we should follow some of these safety rules on the road to avoid accidents. Number one, always walk on the footpath. Yes, while walking on the road, you should take the footpath to walk there. Number two, always use the zebra crossing to cross the road. Always use the zebra crossing to cross the road. When there is no zebra crossing, look first to your right, then to the left, and then to your right again. When no vehicle is coming, then cross the road. Yes, this is very, you should keep in mind, very important this one. Suppose in a place there is no zebra crossing, so how to cross the road? While crossing the road, you should first look to your right, then to your left, and then again to your right. See if there is no vehicle is coming, then you cross the road. Number three, never cross a road behind a parked vehicle. So, you should never cross a road behind a parked vehicles. Remember, if by chance all of a sudden the vehicle starts moving, you can get hurt. Okay. Number four, always follow the traffic lights. Always follow the traffic lights. And never run on the road and never play on the road. You should never run on the road or play on the road. Okay. Okay, students, see here these safety rules you should keep in mind. All the safety rules we have discussed today, this one safety rules to be followed at home. You should learn this thing, and safety rules to be followed in the playground, safety rules to be followed in the school, and safety rules on the road. See the picture at the left side at the bottom of the page. See, the girl is using the zebra crossing to cross the road. Okay, this is the correct method. Okay, so you should keep this in your mind. So, always walk on the footpath, use the zebra crossing to cross the road. If there is no zebra crossing, you should look to your right, then to your left, and then again to your right. Then when there is no vehicles coming, you can cross the road. Then never cross a road behind a parked vehicle. And number four, always follow the traffic lights. Never run or never play on the road. Okay, students, today. Up to this much we have done, and in the next class we will start with the next part of this chapter. We will start from that page number 19. Okay students, bye now and thank you. Bye everyone. Bye students. Bye everyone.